them. But now the fight begins between both these two teams. Both of them have some sort of coverage on peak itself. They still want to get more ground for themselves. Grenades being exchanged. B26 Newbie, he still has this fence right in front of him, which shouldn't really provide a lot of cover for him. But even then, the grenade comes in flying. Vasio, he blasts Newbie down. This is Vasio once again trying to confirm the kill for himself. Will he be able to do so? Not as much, but the rest of Galaxy have already infiltrated the compound. Vasio controls the kill. Golden gets another one. Now their focus is on Team Revengeance because Team B26 have already been in the dust.
B26 almost down and dusted. They're so contested over here.
Hello guys, strong teams,
Galaxy Ace and Team Avengers, but we have Darkness who manages to slip through the gaps. He went right past Galaxy Aces, hoping that he will be able to escape, but there is no escape, there is no salvation. They're going to be the first team to get eliminated. P26 from Bangladesh already out of this game. Galaxy Ace managed to get those 4 kills. One of them was stolen away. That kill was, you know, the one they got on Team Nemesis, but that's okay because even Team Nemesis is a little weak now. And with this, they've just established themselves as the king of peak. Very few teams available in this area right now. Revengers do have the big mansion, but then that's all. They can't really control too much of peak with this. But Galaxy Racer, on the other hand, control the entire northwestern slope of peak. That means they can cut off rotations for any team who might be trying to enter from Bhima Sakti and Kati Sutwa area.
Absolutely, and Crips, I'm not sure if you've noticed, but Golden is playing it for sure. Galaxy Races, they start strong. We've seen when this guy plays, he can really turn things around. And this time, he did get 2 kills all by his own free will. He just rushed into the compound, got 2 kills, and that was brilliant. This can really turn things around for Galaxy Races.
Yeah, and this is what Vasio also said during his winner interview after he, you know, won the FFIC championship. That was, like, I mean, it seems like a pretty simple thing to notice. Golden is playing instead of someone else. But then, that's the one thing that they've always taken pride in. They know that Golden is the X factor. And if they keep him for the finals, if they do not reveal what Golden can accomplish during the league stage, this might just throw the opponents for, you know, it might just throw them off. And I'm hoping that this little surprise works out in the favor of Team Galaxy Racer.
Absolutely. We still have 11 teams in the server at the moment, and 30th place is still alive, Crips. And House of Blood, for sure, they're injured. They've lost 2 players early on. I mean, the most 2 important players, Kai as well as Sandy, both of them have been top fragging. Apart from that, Gunshot and Hogo, they have a lot of responsibilities on their shoulders. But I still feel House of Blood, they can still go for kills. We have seen 2-man House of Blood really bring down hell upon other teams, even if they have 4 players remaining. So for sure, I'm expecting them not to go real passive. I'm expecting them to just try and play the natural game and not give into the pressure that is on them. But apart from that, if we talk about some other teams, Team Swag, they don't really cover any sort of real ground. They are holding different sniper towers and regions of cover. They have Team 6 Sense very close to them, who have rotated from Mars Electric towards Factory. Now the circle, when the circle shrinks, both of these 2 teams should be getting to fight each other very soon. And I believe the Team 6 Sense would have the upper hand because they have some sort of hard cover for themselves.
Yeah, Team Swag also have hard cover technically. I mean, sniper towers count as cover, but then it's just so hard to defend one of those towers when you're out in the open and there's nowhere left to run and the circle is not in your favor. Yeah, at that time, those things become death traps. Let's see how they deal with this. It's a risky strategy, but I think it's a calculated risk. They might just be good at math. Meanwhile, in in Bhima Sakti Strip, we might have the other teams trying to come into that place. We saw Team Chaos on the border of Kati Sutwa just in the last circle. They might just come towards Bhima Sakti, where they will end up facing a team or 2. And even Galaxy Racer, they haven't captured peak just yet. They're still holding the compounds a little above the gas station compound. And that compound is actually pretty interesting. But hold on. A 3rd contestant has entered the battle. It's Team Demon Sprite who coming in towards Factory. We expected them to fight against Team Swag, but no. This might just be something completely different that 6 Sense isn't prepared for. YT might just survive that nade thanks to the Chrono Shield, but he's used up plenty of his abilities and he's trapped behind that box. They can save him. It's all gonna come down to the shots now. He doesn't have the second Chrono Shield. The nade connects, does 100 damage, but somehow he's still alive. Another nade, this time towards the other side, but Monk, he's able to connect a nade in reverse. He's able to knock out KK-18. And is there enough time to revive him? I don't think so. That most of Team Demon Pride are already in the back line, and they try to fight against Team Six Sense all at once, but it's just not working out for them.
Absolutely, I guess Monk got 2 kills with the KK18 was still back on his feet, but Stoner is almost in the way of getting knocked. These two guys will exchange blows, but eventually it's going to be Fabindra who comes in from behind. How's the Blood get eliminated? I'm wondering if Demon's Pride, Raja is going to be successfully running away from this particular fight. Yes, he does. He is still behind covers, and I'm not quite sure if Team 6 Sense are going to get him, but if that is the case, Team Demon's Pride do survive, but House of Blood have been completely taken down. It was Team Chaos who did that. Now we only have 10 teams remaining, Crips.
Yeah, I love the way our Team 6 Sense played alongside each other. They did not separate, and here's the thing that Demon's Pride did wrong. As soon as one of their players was knocked, I believe it was KK18, one of the players went back to revive him. Meanwhile, the other guy continued pushing forward. And if you push forward on your own, you do not have anyone to trade you out. So the guy going up ahead, he also got knocked out. KK18 does get dressed in the back lines, but then they've already lost another player by that time. So not being able to decide whether they commit to the fight or fall back, that's what cost Demon's Pride their lives. And 6 Sense was in that battle. Now Demon's Pride is just down to Raja. Meanwhile, on the edges of food, we have Team Chaos. And these guys are going up against one of the strongest teams in Galaxy Laser. Although at this point, Galaxy Laser are not entering in this battle. They're just sitting on the back lines. And they're trying to pick up kills on Team EXE as well. Poor EXE getting caught in the crossfire for absolutely no reason. This is not even a fight they wanted to pick up, but Team Chaos, they forced the issue. And you can see that some players of Team EXE are trying to fall back, but they won't be allowed to. There's no ground left to go. There's no cover, available. So they're just going to hold this compound and hope they will be able to fend off this relentless assault by Team Chaos. And Kunal Jr. leads the charge. The shotgun has connected that range, but he's still continuing to chip away. 2 players now on very low HP. The glue will protect them for a little bit, but the grenades almost knock out Kunal Jr. and Scary. They're just down to very low HP, but no knocks means that Team EXE are gonna have to work harder. Another nice lineup by Licky. Scary manages to blow up Kazi. That's amazing. And while I'm saying that, Team Elite has started fighting against Galaxy Aces. So this is the top team of the entire tournament engaging against each other right now. Kazi down on the low ground. Hammy has been picked up as well. And while these guys are on the low ground, their teammates in the main house are getting pressured. The L-shaped house now becoming the house of battle. Now Junior gets confirmed upon. Good stuff by Team EXE, trying to at least pick up 1 point in the fray. But most of their teammates have been confirmed as well, and now it's just down to 1 player, I believe. He's trying to jerk around on the top of this roof, but I don't think he'll be allowed to escape. Oh, poor Scary. Finally confirming those kills. And Team Chaos they do manage to get control of this L-shaped house on the bottom of tower, but at this point, I don't really know if that's going to serve any purpose. They still have to make their way upstairs, which could be difficult considering that prices have broken off all over Heat right now.
Absolutely. The house basically has, it's just a tiny bit of the house that is in that circle, and it's going to be taken down even then. Team Nemesis are playing across this ridge right now. They have Team Revengers up front. Team Elite is approaching them as well. This could be a triple threat, if you like to call it. And the grenade launcher is certainly out for high takes on Manitial. Once again, continuing his brilliant form. Iconic. He is there with his DMR. Will try and get going even further. Team Elite is trying to be the scavengers right now. They are playing across the edge of the circle and trying to get kills as many as they can. They already have 2, and I guess they were fighting against Team Galaxy Races, but they fall back from that particular fight. Right now, the focus is Team Revengers, who are stuck in between both Team Nemesis as well as Team Elite. What do they do with this particular Tom down? Bahari once again takes Manisial down, and eventually it's going to be Mind Gamer who has his aim onto the other player. Eventually it's going to be Sammy who still survives, but Team Elite are already on the move. They know for a fact that the circle is shrinking, and right now the priority is going to be the circle itself. Team Nemesis has to do that as well, but it's not going to be easy for Team Elite because right now they're approaching both Galaxy Races as well as Team Chaos. And now these are the top teams in the Indian region. What do you think, Trips? What is going to happen?
Oh my god, this is gonna be chaos. Pandemonium KKK with the double barrel shotgun gets killer. He is the entry fragger for his team, but nobody's here to great frag him. It's just Iconic left, and he's taking so much damage outside the zone. Team Chaos do not mind staying outside the zone and trying to finish him off, But will that lead to their elimination as well? Team Chaos have already lost 2 players outside, and this might just be a lose-lose battle. They do eliminate Team Elite, but Team Chaos are also very low on their numbers right now. This might just be 6 Sense game if they manage to win this battle against Team Swag. The nades are being tossed, some of them connect, some of them don't. But for now, Team 6 Sense are holding their ground. If they win this battle against Team Swag, this might just be the winner right here. Oh my goodness, they're actually managing to get those knocks. Babindra connects onto Dagon, even Eltape is down. Shot very low on HP. This might just be a confirmation on Team Swag over here. They managed to walk right past him, and a lovely shot by Mr. JYT. 180-degree flick shot with the AWM, but Gunshot still holds his ground, trying to confirm the kills, but it's not gonna happen. 6 Sense walk away with 3 kills.
Absolutely, they do so. And right now, they find Team Nemesis up front. Team Nemesis, they're getting kills at free right now. It's just free will at the moment. Monk has been taken down to Window has been right on the Team 6 Sense. They didn't have to do anything at all. They just opened their scopes and gone.
Good on Amundo P over there. Team Nemesis playing it nice and easy. They were on the top of the hill. At one point, they were getting... they were bullying Team Revengers because Revengers was trapped in between Galaxy Racer and Nemesis. So Nemesis was like, hey, you know what? We're gonna steal kills. And this is just the perfect thing to do. Because keep in mind that Nemesis had one of their kills stolen away by Galaxy Racer, right? So it's just the best way to exact revenge. That's how you steal kills from Team Revengers and Galaxy Racer at the same time. And after that, they figured out that Team Swag and Team 6 Sense are fighting against each other. So they were like, you know what? You guys can do your thing. We're gonna be on the top of the hill. We're gonna stay where we are, hold our ground. We have the advantage. We have better lines of sight. We do not need to move in. So they just took a chill pill, took a step back, and let the other teams kill each other. Very calculated, very calm and composed booyah by Team Nemesis.
Absolutely. I love the fact that Team 6 Sense and Team Swag both their
fight was growing up. It was beautiful to be honest. The way Team
Swag was still
It was
trying
a
to
giveaway,
survive,
guys. మనకి
I mean, at the end, it was all about Team 6 Sense,
200 views అయితే వస్తే లైక్ మీకు అయితే గివ్అవే ఉంటుంది. మీకు ఏ క్యారెక్టర్ కావాలంటే ఆ క్యారెక్టర్ అది మీకు పంపిస్తాను గైస్. అలాగే మీకు అయితే ఫ్రీగా ఇంకొంచెం ఉంటే ఈ లైవ్ అయిపోతానే మీకు రీడీమ్ కోడ్ వచ్చేసాను. ఆ ఎమోట్ అయితే వస్తుంది మీకు ఫ్రీగా. ఎమోట్ ఎలా రీడీమ్ చేసుకోవాలో చెప్తాను గైస్. అందుకని ఈ లైవ్ అయితే చూపిస్తాను. ఈ స్పోర్ట్స్ ప్లేయర్స్ అయితే చూపిస్తాను. ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి వస్తారు గైస్. అకౌంట్ మనం దాన్ని యాడ్ చేయాలి. మీరు కొంచెం వెయిట్ చేయాలి. అట్లే 100 వ్యూస్ అయితే నాకు సపోర్ట్ చేయండి గైస్. అలౌక్ బ్రో అలౌక్ పెట్టండి. అలౌక్ కావాలంటే ఓపీ బ్రో అంటే కాదు, మీరు సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేపియాలి గైస్. సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేపియాలి.
as well as Team Chaos, both of them really suffered from this particular fight. As you rightfully mentioned, Chris, it was a lose-lose fight, and none of these teams had any business getting their kills from that particular point on. But I guess if both the teams would have avoided the fight itself, either of them could have been a winner. But they had no rotation. They had no rotation paths, right? They had to cover each other. They had to pass through each other, and you just don't do that.
Yeah, there was really not a lot of places left in the zone to actually hold in, and the only piece of real estate, one of the only compounds still available, that was the place where they were fighting. This is a lovely shot by Mr. JYT. Can we just appreciate the way he's able to 180-degree turnaround on flick shot? That was really cool, but then in the end he's not able to get the booyah for his team. At least Team 6 Sense and Team Chaos both walk away with 9 kills, but the big win still lies with Nemesis.
Absolutely, 18 points from this one. They have 6 kills to work with, but we'll have to see the final standing, Crips, because right now the calculations are completely different. You have to always remember how much points they carry on from the league stage. And as far as I remember, I'm not sure, but Team Nemesis were not inside the top 5, or probably even in the top 8. So they're not going to get a lot of points from the league stage, but for sure this booyah is probably going to even things up, and they are going to be there at the very top, if not the number 1 spot, for sure in top 5.
I think Team 6 Sense is the one who's the real winner over here, because keep in mind they were in the top 3, and with this they are even better off. At this point, Team Elite, who had like what 14-point lead at the start, they're down at the 4th place. Team 6 Sense, they were in the top 3 during the league stage, but this thing brings them even further. Even Team Chaos has overtaken Team Elite right now, so not a good start for the favorite team over here. But then the others, who basically threw away the game for themselves, it was a lose-lose battle for Team Chaos, Galaxy Racer, and Team Elite, but somehow these guys are still fine. Galaxy Racer, on the other
Yeah.
hand, they climbed from the 10th place to the 7th place. So even they managed to pick up something or the other from this game. It's the Bangladeshi teams that actually suffer quite a lot. Team Extreme X, who I expected to win, Team Riot, Team B26 Mystics, all these guys at the bottom, definitely not a good start for them, but we still have 5 games left. Hopefully they can mount a comeback.
Yeah, and to be honest, I mean, if I look at the flags, though, I shouldn't be looking at the flags, but if you look at the flags, we have a full house on at the top of the table. Indians are just chilling up there. 6 Sense, Nemesis, Team Chaos, Elite. 5 out of the top 7 teams are Indian teams
For sure. So Bangladesh and the Pakistani teams, they need to gear up. They need to pull up their socks because House of Light is managing to get the second spot on this one. We were on the second one in the league stage, and for sure they're going to get a lot of points from that. But first match was very disappointing, especially from their perspective. Right now, we are in between the flying path. It's just horizontally bisecting the map into different
Hello guys,
halves. That is what
subscribe
my
రావాలి guys,
math
ఇంకా
teacher would
రావాలి.
actually say.
వ్యూస్ అయితే రావాలి guys. 200 సబ్స్క్రైబర్స్ కొని వస్తే మీకు గివ్ అవే ఇస్తాను guys. 10 నంబర్స్ కొతే అలో కన్నా మీకు ఏ క్యారెక్టర్ అయితే గివ్ అవే ఇస్తాను guys. ఖచ్చితంగా ఉంటుంది guys. 200 వ్యూస్ రావాలి guys. లైక్స్ రావాలి guys. Likes must.
They had a good lead right at the start, and now they have been gifted the lead again.
Yeah, because the high tier loot zone belongs to them. They will be walking away with more attachments, more resources, maybe even pick up their favorite guns, which, in my opinion, happen to be the M80Bs and the AWMs, considering how deadly Pahari was during the loot stages of those weapons. If he manages to get his hands on those, we'll see a full house. And it's the battle again, the one battle that we always look forward to. It's Galaxy Racer versus Team Chaos. Still surprised that none of these teams have enough balls to pick up the fight again and again. I thought one of them would have left the area by now, but no, they just do not want to give up Central City. It's down to the resource right now, and Galaxy Racer taking a little bit of damage. Barca Boy trying to flank for his team, gonna join Vasio on the right-hand side of the front. Meanwhile, the other two teammates, Golden and Aman, they're moving in from the left. A 2-2 split coming in from Galaxy Racer. Still enough from Team Chaos, but then Team Chaos are a little more spread out considering the amount of concept they have in control. Keep in mind that one player of Team Chaos is on the extreme back line. He's going to be the man responsible for winning against Golden. If he wins this game, there's no trading. Good job by Team Chaos. They instantly get the man advantage. Galaxy cannot revive Golden right now unless they give up a lot of ground. Boy tries to help him out, but he's losing his battles. And Vasio gets down as well. It's all down to Aman. 1v4 situation for him. At least he manages to confirm the kill on the surrounded, and he's getting pounded. Galaxy Racer are out of this game at the 12th place.
Over and
రావాలి guys.
over and
200
over again,
రావాలి
Crips. I've
guys.
been talking about this ever.
I mean, Galaxy Races, get hold of yourself, guys, because for sure you've been coming to Central City, for sure you are a big team, you are winning games. That's fine, but you've been dropping on Central City and losing Team Chaos every individual fight. Why did you drop there? I have no idea. I'm completely outright.
Well, maybe a little shift
is required. I mean, let's be honest, whenever they do drop into Central City, Team Chaos almost always has an advantage. Chaos is known as the best team in Purgatory right now. They played their strengths. Maybe if they drop into a spot to get a Lumber, it would be nice, but then, of course, the amount of loot you get over there is not as good as the amount of loot you get in teams in Central City. Plus, you have many more rotation options available inside Central City. You've got 2 bridges, you can even go towards the other islands and on the western one. So, plenty of options, but yeah, giving up on Central City is not an option apparently. Yeah, I mean, at this point, you know, I think Galaxy Racers would never really give up Central City, especially when Team Chaos is playing. They've lost to them so much that at this point, I guess they would want to win a particular fight, and only then they're probably going to fall back. Because this is an ego battle, as you rightly mentioned. This is not like their strategy or anything. They just want to win on Central City. Yeah, but is the risk worth it though? Is it worth it? No, in the grand finals. They've been losing every single fight. Like, since the first week itself, we've been watching this fight over and over again, and they did this once. Just once. Yeah, probably, yeah. Oh, Team Chaos, for sure, it just works in their favor, right? I mean, the fact that they're so aggressive, the fact that they're so well coordinated. Galaxy is for sure, they're a very good team, but I'm not saying they are so aggressive. I don't think this style of play, especially drop and gun, this style of play actually choose Galaxy. So I don't think Team Chaos, on the other hand, that really goes in their favor. They get early kills for themselves and they're well set up for the entire game itself. And for sure, we always have to remember that Team Chaos are the kings of purgatory. Both the two teams are good, but you need to respect your opposition.
It all started when Golden went down. He was the guy flanking for Galaxy, and the anti-flank was there in form of, I believe it was Scary from Team Chaos. That's the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when it all started tumbling. It was.
Hello, Rajay Gaming. Bye, bye. Bye, bye.
So. Yeah, enough about Galaxy Racer versus Team Chaos. We almost always end up talking about that. But here we have Gaming versus
Gujarat Gaming TV. Hello, bye.
An area where we have never seen a fight.
Subscribe karo, bye. Subscribe karo. Subscribe karo.
Battle of the
Follow.
tournament. And that too in the grand finals. This could be very interesting. And hold on, they're not the only ones over here. Team Nemesis wants a piece of the pie.
Same, bro. Same. Tirupati only, bro.
They have the entire island in their control. Two players on one side, two players on the other.
And the way the Team Nemesis is filling up right now, they do have the Moat House, but B26 are already out of here. Team Nemesis did not close enough to Moat House to actually participate in this fight. B26 have escaped, even though it's just with 2 players. Absolutely, and they didn't stay alive for another fight, but right now Team Swag are very close to Team Demon's Pride. This is happening with Brasilia right now. At the moment, they got Siege Raja is down already, and I guess his kill will be confirmed almost immediately. Back, they're moving in, they're setting their forces, and there got for sure is going to be the first one to be in contact. He gets one kill for himself. Unseth is probably getting another one as well. Alone is down for short, and Demon's Pride are really on their knees at the moment. Back, slowly infiltrating into big exterminating the opposition. Kameen goes down, and his kill is confirmed as well. So Kiki into return favor gets another man back on his feet as well. But now shot completely blows off his head and confirms kill. Right now, Team Swag, they are a 3-man side against a 2-man on top. What do they do? Do they send him with forces up, or do they send him with grenades? Leading with utility would be very wise, but then Team Swag, they have completely sealed off all the entrances. 2 blue walls put down on the gates, and this might just cause a little bit of distraction. They can start going up, but then will they be able to actually get the straights? They're going to have to send all their members in at the same time if they want to make this work. We can get a little perspective from the outside of this house. We might just get a better idea of what the defensive setup looks like above. Demon's Pride, both players in the same room, could be a little problematic. Into the wrong room. But maybe the sound sensors will give away where they are. Gunshot. Inch by inch, then we'll send it in. And it's already inbound. Gunshot moving in, gets the shot onto a load. It's just one man. That's all there is left of Demon's Pride. Can't find it. Do they know that he's still in the same house? Now he's left and he's moving on to the other side. And they are in hot pursuit. They've got him in their sights. They won't let him leave. And he's just trying to juke in and jive, stay alive. KTK trying his best to run away. But he's getting pursued, and Gunshot is on the low ground, desperately trying to get a line of sight on him. He might just be able to get to the other house, and they've lost track of him. Oh, they've managed to slip away. He gets away. They realize he's not in this house. Where did he go? They must be searching. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you go, little cockeyed Joe? Some reminiscent of a little bit Tom and Jerry over there, I guess. Jerry did, as always, he had to run away from Tom, but for sure, Team Swag, they did so much damage on Team Demon's Pride, I guess. Only one pair survives, KDK, but he's moving especially when you are in Brasilia, when you know for a fact that Circle is going to be in Brasilia. you just can't move out of this entire city itself. You have to have one particular compound, one small compound for yourself, and just hold it as much as you can. I love the fact that they just infiltrated the choke points which Team Demon Sprite set up so beautifully. They got a kill for themselves and they immediately run down. They don't overextend themselves, and that's the best thing about it. Team Riot though, they are close to the river right now. They have no cover whatsoever. Team Chaos was pretty close. They were painstakingly close to Team Riot, but the fight isn't happening at the moment. Both the teams, they are smelling each other out, sniffing them right now and moving away. That's all they can do right now. In Purgatory, especially in the mid game, you have this slow mid game where you don't really get a lot of fights, especially when the teams are moving in from outer cities, from the outskirts of the map itself, and getting compounds inside. This is the stage where you just try to understand where exactly is your opponent. You have to scout out different locations and get some place for yourself where you can be safe.
Guys, subscribe
Also threatening the other teams at the same time.
Exactly, and those places need to be such that you don't need to move too much in the next few circles. You did mention that there is a little lull phase in Purgatory every time this kind of circle happens, but then this is just the second circle, and that's the lull circle. When we move on to the third and fourth ones, that's when it turns into the Thanos circle. At that point, so many teams lose their houses, lose their positions, that they are forced to leave their compounds and go out into the open. And when you step out into the open, you're stepping into the belly of the beast. At that point, there's only one thing that can save you. That is good positioning, good zone prediction, and if all things go south, hopefully good aim.
Absolutely, I guess good aim is really important, and we have some aim as well. So we have a target of 200k viewers, of course, at the end of which you get good goodies for yourselves. So guys, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching the game right now, for sure, get your family members, get your friends, watch this together, because if you do so, and if you hit the goal, 200k live peak content viewers on all different streams together, you get goodies for yourselves which you can enjoy in-game, and for sure, everyone wants free goodies.
Oh man. They also want some free kills. Of course, I'm talking about Team Elite over here.
Hi, bro.
They have no reason to fight Team Revenge right now, because both these teams are inspired.
Hi.
If they pick up a fight right now, and if this goes on for too long,
Subscribe chain, bro. Views 54 on bro. 100 Ravali, 100.
You know, just take pot shots at each other, hopefully drain each other of resources. Get more than a couple of knocks, they can full send it in. Oh my goodness! Bahari gets one knock, but Manisal gets two in return. And now Revengers realize, hold on, this might just be the chance to take down the most dangerous team in the game. Let's just get it over with.
Right now, Manisal gets knocked out again, but Team Elite back up on their feet. Iconic needs to heal up, but hold on, these guys have got grenade launchers. They're able to confirm the kills of the RDP. They're not trying to revive Manisal, they're just trying to fight. And Abyssal as well. Iconic with the grenade launcher, he knocks himself out. That's the mistake that they cannot afford to make, but still Bahari is able to get them. This man is unstoppable. Somebody put a halt on his killing spree. Nobody can live up to that challenge. Team Elite are able to wipe the floor with them, even though Iconic knocked himself out with the grenade launcher. Even though they made mistakes, Bahari covered it up. 3 kills for this man right at the start, and he's got the double aim 80 to be online. Everybody, hide in your homes because your glue walls are not going to be enough.
Absolutely, this guy is just gonna
snap in those bullets right at your brain, just like he did in front of Team Defense.
Weaves Raval, guys.
Just like you mentioned.
I mean, the way this guy gets kills, it's nuts. It's nuts. He does not even need any sort of support. But wait a second.
That was something
A
weird.
little bit of rubber banding.
That's okay, but take a look at those stats. He's got an average damage of 1,360 per match. 1,300 damage in one match on an average.
60 guys.
Yeah, this is including the games where he doesn't start popping off.
I mean, I haven't seen a game where he doesn't pop off in this entire tournament, to be honest, because every game Team Elite has been playing, every game Team Elite has been getting kills. He has been getting kills as well, and he's been getting a lot of kills, to be honest. So for sure, those numbers, they justify, the way he's played, the way he's got kills. But look at Team Extreme EXE, what are they doing over here? They are trying to understand what Team Chaos is trying to do. Well, Team Chaos moves away, and Team Extreme EXE are not going to be on hot pursuit behind them. The heat is certainly not on Crips, and these teams, they're still trying to understand each other. At the moment, they don't want to fight. And
I don't see anyone who is in trouble.
Oh, I see nothing but trouble. Look at the circle is moved away from Brasilia and over towards Fields. Team Elite have one of the best compounds in the game right now. They have control of this one place, which has two houses right next to each other, which means it's going to be an even easier compound to defend. They see Team Nemesis on their way inside the zone. And while Nemesis do end up fighting Pahari, can they finish off Iconic and Killer? Iconic responsible for holding them back. Meanwhile, Killer goes back to revive Pahari. Yep, all the players are back online, and Nemesis are on the edge of the zone. They have only one house in which Martin's inside. The other two teammates are not close to him.
Absolutely, and a lot of teams are actually playing the edge of the circle game. Like Team Chaos, for that matter, Team Extreme EXE, but even then the circle closes in, and right now both of those teams are actually stranded. Team House of Blood, they have 4 men alive at this particular point, but will they manage to get inside the circle right now? If they do so, they have to go through a lot of different teams. Team Swag, for example, completely stuck on that particular cliff, and I don't see how they're gonna manage to come out.
I just noticed one thing. Kai has Skylar equipped. This could be devastating. This is the first time I'm seeing the use of Skylar in the entire tournament. He might have equipped this ability before, but he's never gotten the chance to, use it.
In a map like Ferguson, where you rely on blue walls, the last two circles to get the cover, if you pop it off at the right time, you should be engaging in ability right here. Currently, House of Blood having a big amount of advantage over Demon's Cry. They managed to eliminate the last player, but this high ground advantage might just let them a few more kills. There is still one more team next to them. One of them is already spotted and they're taken out. It's just one of their last members who's fine.
100 views Raul bro, 100 views. Road to 100 views. DJ look free bro. DJ look bundle free. Enjoy stream bro, enjoy.
Chaos and Team Elite are fighting each other, and those grenade launchers are so devastating.
Iconic. He denies Team Chaos entry into the circle, and that's how he gets on it. Also has a grenade launcher, but hold on, Riot, they start using grenade launchers at the best possible time. House of Blood have been completely decimated, but that doesn't save them from 6th Sense.
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that Kai went down and you for certain how Killer and Pahari is still online. Both of them have 8 kills shared between them, and for sure they can hold on to their position. But that is not what they need right now. They have to move in. They have to move out of their compounds and move inside the circle, which is quite too distant at this particular point. 4 teams are still alive, and I'm pretty sure if they venture out in the open, they will get shot down to death. Team Success, they are approaching Team Elite at this particular point. They already have a piece of the circle itself for control. Mr. JY and Good, they will be comfortable, but they don't feel a lot of comfort themselves. So do know that Team Elite is still trying to move inside this particular point.
6th Sense taking pot shots at Team Riot, but at the same time, Team Elite has them in the process.
Pahari!
Fabulous, he reveals a pixel. That's all he sees, and he gets shut down. But Nemesis with the desperate moves, they're trying to get him with the monster truck. This could be very unorthodox. Nobody really has the cojones to pick up a vehicle like that on the last circle, but they do.
I mean, wait a second. Did they get taken down on the play zone itself? Nemesis moved out of the play zone for a Whisker, and Elite down now.
Oh my god, Killer! Completely decimates Team Elite, I mean Team 6th Sense, which is grenade launcher. That was different, I mean, that should have happened. Team Elite, they had 2 players online. Team 6th Sense, they had 3 players. They were behind cover. Killer switches on to his grenade launcher. He launches one, aiming at Team 6th Sense. Team 6th Sense completely wiped down the Whisker.
Yeah, and keep in mind that 6th Sense were on the top of the leaderboard.
Team Elite was at 4th place.
Hello bro,
Now,
Prince
these
Sanjay
standings
bro,
will
hello.
definitely change.
Subscribe just follow on bro, subscribe JC. Prince sign hello. Subscribe J bro. Views ravali 100 raval boys.
They were using their grenade launchers. Same with 6th Sense, they tried to take pot shots at Team Riot using
just their sniper rifles, but then Riot used the grenade launcher on them, knocked out a couple of players, which made things even easier for Team Elite. Both Riot and Elite were using their grenade launchers. It's just that You know, Team Elite used them at the right time in order to third party in on some action. And Team Riot just made that job easier for them.
I mean, this fight, it kind of pains my heart every time I'm actually watching this, because Galaxy Racers, to be honest, it makes no sense. It makes no sense when you're a mature man, but this is just a brawl between two kids, Team Chaos and Galaxy Racers, and they just want to go at each other. I mean, you have this particular friend in school, right? When you were in your kindergartens, whom you just want to fight every time you go to school. Yeah,
I want to fight
Team
you.
Chaos, and for sure, bring it on, for sure. Let's go right now.
Yeah, but both of these teams not willing to give up on their hometowns. So
it results in the elimination of one of these teams. And
Hello guys, 71 views होते बच्चे guys, इनके 30 views
Revenge
guys,
actually tried
88
really well against Team Elite over here, but somehow Bahari with his M82
B is able to completely decimate them. Look at that Keta. He sees a little shoulder and Pahadi shoots it down. We saw him do the same with Fabindro later on. I mean, I hope we get to see that shot on the replay again, because that was amazing. But now we're approaching the end of the game, and we are approaching how Team Elite were able to deal with Team Chaos. They were trying to get inside the circle, and I love the way how Six Sense moved into the circle earlier, but then Team Elite did the exact same thing. They used the whole same strategies, and this is the shot I was talking about. Here it comes in 3, 2, 1,
Let's go.
boom!
That was brilliant, but this is something which I was actually interested to watch. Team Nemesis, they're trying to use a truck for themselves. They move out, and that was something which was a bit off.
I mean, he did not really have a lot of options over there. Nemesis, they were outside the zone, taking plenty of blue damage. There was no, solid compounds available in the zone. They did not even have a rock or a tree to use. All they had was a couple of glue walls and plenty of distance to cover. So they thought, you know what, YOLO, let's just ride into this with the big wheels, and hopefully we'll be able to get enough placement points. And they do. Nemesis are able to walk away with 8 placement points, only 1 kill. But the winner is Team Elite, and with 25 points in a single game, these guys are definitely going to overtake Team 6 Sense.
जल्दी छुप जाओ.
There is an 8-point buffer between them right now as well.
अपनी फर्स्ट पोजीशन को ग्रैब कर लेंगे. सिक्स सेंस को थोड़ा सा नीचे धक्का देंगे, बट सिक्स सेंस भी 45 पॉइंट्स के साथ बैठी हुई है. काफी अच्छे से बने हुए अभी तक वो गेम के अंदर. एंड अगर हम लोग बात करें तो नेमेसिस की पोजीशन थोड़ी और नीचे आएगी. 33 पॉइंट्स के साथ बैठे हुए टीम की और 30
deserved in this entire first segment itself. Team Chaos are following behind closely. They have 9 points from this one, but I guess if they keep up the placement points as well, they're gonna get even more. But we look at the standings right now. Team Elite, #1 spot once again.
regaining the throne, 48 points to work with, 16
kills and 1 booyah. Team 6 Sense.
Hello bro, hello, you call me Venki. What bro, what? Subscribe Raul bro, 79 views है बच्चा, 100 road. Please give me EMOT. What is this bro?
Will be good enough to get the #1 spot as well.
Yeah, Team 6 Sense.
EMOT. Okay bro.
In both the matches
Okay,
so
okay.
far. Even Team Nemesis using their placement points
to get in there. I mean, take a look at that.
Bro,
Elite
do
and Six
subscribe.
Sense have 16 and 17 kills respectively.
But Nemesis have only 7. Even then, they are inside the top 3. Of course, Team Chaos is hot on their heels with 14 kills of their own, and most of those points came from kills. At least for Team Chaos, they did. But none of the members of Team Chaos are inside the top 5 players. Inside the top 5 is, of course, Pahari, the man who has been on fire right from day 1 of the league stage all the way till now. This man just does not stop. Mr. Jaivaiti, on the other hand, he has 3 of his teammates in the top 5 right now, which means 6 Sense are on
Hi
fire.
bro, hi.
Did mention no wins, but plenty of kills for them as well.
You
Absolutely.
call me
Sense
in
has
world
been playing
football
really
trick.
well,
What
but
bro,
I think
what?
they're gonna
I
take
can't
down.
understand.
Of course, Team Elite, for sure, the topper of the class. The boy who always gets
ID
first
bro,
prize,
ID
Bahari
करो.
with 8 kills, he is at the #1 spot, and he has a lot of damage to work with as well. Right now, we have
Bro,
a
ID
50%
bro, ID
accomplishment as
करो.
well.
Free Fire ID करो.
50% of 200k watchings has been completed already
Across
across all different streams.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're still watching, bring in more friends, alright? You have to call in everyone you know, alright? Get those
Bro,
WhatsApp
ID
shares
करो,
going,
bro,
share the
ID
link as
करो,
well,
bro,
because
ID.
we need to complete this particular watching, and if we do so, you know, for service rips, Yeah, some really nice goodies are waiting for you. And it doesn't matter what language you watch it. You can watch it in Hindi, English, Bengali. Doesn't matter which language you watch it. The total of all these streams, will be combined together. And if the total number reaches 200,000, we all get to walk away with some cool skins. So get that shares going. Get them, get all your friends over here. Cheer for your favorite teams. Cheer for your country as well.
Hello bro, hello bye.
Absolutely, and I guess the battle is beginning up, Crips. The first segment, first two games are down. We are still 4 games left for the grand finals to end, and I'm pretty certain that the match is going to heat up even more, because for sure Team 6 Cents is hot on the heels of Team Elite. Only 3-point buffer between them. But once this entire thing comes down close, when the curtains
ID number
close,
number.
these two teams,
I will send request.
it'll be difficult to predict the winner between them.
Yeah, these guys are pretty close to each other right now. Only a 3-point difference between them. So things can go either way, but we still have a long way to go, ladies and gentlemen. For now, we're going to go on a very short break. But on the other side of this break, we're going to be having Salty and Tanya take you through Purgatory and the second round of Bermuda as well. So folks, we'll see you on the other side. Don't go anywhere.
Okay bro, wait.
के साथ फाइट लेने की कोशिश करेंगे, या फिर यहाँ पर जी हाँ एक और प्लेयर को यहाँ पे नॉक करते जाए। और जी देखते देखते यहाँ पर एलबी ये वाले मैच में अर्ली एलिमिनेट होती हुई दिखाई दी। 12वीं पोजीशन पे वो टीम यहाँ पर हमारी फाइट लेते हुए दिखाई दे रही है, जो कि उनके पास है रिवेंजर्स। इन्हीं के बारे में मैं यहाँ पे बात कर रहा था। इवन तो प्लेयर यहाँ पे नॉक हो चुके हैं, अमन यहाँ पे नॉक हो चुके हैं, गोल्डन जहाँ पे 2 चांस के 2 प्लेयर्स डाउन पड़े हुए हैं। बिल्कुल 2 प्लेयर यहाँ पे डाउन पड़े हुए इवन करेंगे। जी हाँ, यहाँ पर प्लेयर को नॉक कर देगा सिमर को। एक और प्लेयर ओके, बहुत ही अच्छा यहाँ पर रिटर्न फायर देखने को मिला माइट केवर की तरफ से। एक प्लेयर जरूर नॉक है, दूसरे प्लेयर को नॉक करने की कोशिश करी गई, बट कहीं ना कहीं वो कोशिश नाकामयाब। और जो मार्टिन जो बहुत पहले प्रदर्शन इस टूर्नामेंट में हैज बीन लिटिल बहुत ज्यादा क्रिटिकल सिचुएशन पे आ चुके हैं। मिस्टर गेमर आगे बढ़े, डबल बैरल होने वाला है। उनके बाद सिमर को डाउन थ्रू किया गया, बाइंग टाइम विद हिमसेल्फ, बट क्रोनो शील्ड के अंदर जाकर के मिस्टर गेमर ने यहां पर उनको फिनिश भी कर दिया जाएगा। Why would he do that? अकेले यहाँ पर But House of Blood का हम लोग बात करना चाहिए, because they are in a fight right now. Agent उसमें यहाँ पे शॉट्स ले रहे हैं, वो डार्क यहाँ पे डाउन कर दिया, बचाने कोई प्लेयर ड्रग शॉट देखिए यहाँ पे। Oh my God! कौशिक, तमीम, एक्सप्लोजिव्स का कितना ज्यादा इस्तेमाल हो रहा है। यहाँ पे स्वाग की बात करें, इकलौते प्लेयर हाल से बचे हैं, वो क्या अपने टीममेट्स को बचा पाएंगे? जी हाँ, पूरी से ही इज गोइंग ऑल इन एंड यहाँ पे शॉट्स लिए गए हैं एंड अल्साब यहाँ पर आगे बढ़ेंगे। मिस्टर गेमर माइंड ने बहुत ज्यादा लो भी किया गया, गन शॉट का वो ग्रेनेड कनेक्ट होगा, फ्रीक को यहाँ पे नॉक किया गया। सैडनेस इज ऑलरेडी लो एज वेल, आगे बढ़ रहे हैं एंड ब्लू वॉल यहाँ पर उपयोग जरूर किया गया था, बट होगड़ा आगे जाएंगे, कैपिटलाइज करेंगे एंड इवेंचुअली कर दिया जाएगा। सैडनेस 13 पोजीशन पर चल रहे थे लास्ट मैच के बाद, तो वो नहीं चाहते कि यार वो और पीछे जाए, वो चाहते हैं माय गॉड अब तो होने वाला है जो हमको पता है। सर अकेले प्लेयर है, बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट जाएंगे, भरपूर डेढ़ गोल आगे बढ़ रहे थे, बट अमन ने यहाँ पे फिनिश ऑफ किया। ट्रेड फायर आया है बहुत ही ज्यादा ऑन पॉइंट की तौर पे, तमीम ने यहाँ पे डाउन करा, पास ऑफ गोल्स डाउन एज वेल, तमीम फाइंड्स 2 एंड दैट्स ह्यूज। गैलेक्सी रीजन की तरफ से एक लौटे पे बच जाएंगे जो कि होंगे वासियो एंड उनको भी यहाँ पे हट डाउन किया जाएगा। यहाँ पर फाइट बैक कर रहे हैं।
वेरी गुड सिचुएशन फॉर देम राइट नाउ, बिकॉज़ लास्ट में एक ऐसी टीम से जो फाइट कर रही है, रिवेंजर्स जो टॉप 12 के अंदर आने के हकदार कंटेंडर है, एंड इनको अगर एलिमिनेट करा तो बहुत ज्यादा अच्छा सिचुएशन बन सकता है। आगे प्लेयर बचाएगा सामने रिवेंजर्स की तरफ से फ्लैश डाउन है लास्ट में।